Hello everybody, and welcome back to more Yu-Gi-Oh! It's your buddy Cooper here, and today I have decided, just to play it safe, we are going to go directly into the tournament. We're gonna do it. I'm sorry that I was sleeping, Cyrus. We are going to do the final tag team tournament of this Let's Play. Cyrus and I are motivated. We have more consistent decks now. And other than losing that third story mission where it took 2 Mirror Forces and a bunch of luck to beat, and Chumley's skill to beat us, we're going to make this happen. So Jesse and Chaz, let's have ourselves a nice tag duel. I would love to win the final tournament. Now, obviously, it's not in my hands always. Sometimes we lose, and it's 90% of the time on my partner's turn. And because my partner makes a decision that breaks my heart. But at the end of the day, I've made their deck as well as it can be. My deck is pretty damn good. It hasn't lost a single duel. And by that I mean a single duel. Thank God I gave him more support, but sadly he only drew 1 monster, surprisingly. This is some Advanced Darkness. And with Advanced Darkness, he has a kitty cat. And that kitty cat is not going to be able to attack us directly. Cyrus is very careful about our 600 life points. Do I agree with this? Absolutely not. Especially since I can't... Did I start the fucking duel with 3 giant rats? God damn it. Alright, I summon 1 of the 3 giant rats. I summon the truck. The truck will not be able to eat the monster. They counter Truckroid, and part of our idea since the cards don't go to the grave. Yes. But the rat can go for more damage. I am so mad. I drew 3 rats, which means I can't float into them in case Chaz does a special summon. But I have good back row. Chaz isn't going to heavy storm his friend's cards. Mass Dragon is perfect. Shit, 50-50. Oh, thank God. Take 500 burn for that. Ooh, that could have been bad. If we had lost Mirror Force there, we lose Truckroid, and then God knows what else. Alright, 2 traps. Heavy Storm would be perfect right now, but honestly we did need more monsters, and he's not going to summon them. And it wasn't even a Mirror Force. Bottomless and Rush Recklessly would be your best bet. Okay, well, we're not going to get Truckroid to evolve, that's for sure. Well, granted, yeah, he's right. Jesse was going to be the next opponent. We were never going to get Truckroid to evolve. We cannot Bottomless that, so just be prepared. That we can Bottomless. We do not want that. We want that dead. There we go. It's gone forever. Alright, now we can get a little... See, now if we had Rush Recklessly, this would have been crazy. But since we didn't, I'm gonna go crazy. So everyone, watch this crap. I am going to summon more rats. I wish my partner had gone all in, but now that I look at the field, he was right not to, because if they have Mirror Force, they'll use it now, for sure. Just a shrink. Now, sadly, I can't go into another rat, which would have been the perfect opportunity to do so. But I could just go into my bigger monster early, which is 100% worthwhile. Oh, I forgot this doesn't have the Wild Heart in it. This isn't the Dream Clown deck, Cooper. Cooper, you forgot what deck you were using. Good job, buddy. We're going to have to go with the Truckosaurus. That's right, because we summoned 3 Truckroids, that means we get bonus money. Yeah, when you play 3 of the same monster on the field, you get bonus money. Plus, we're going to win with exact damage, which gives us bonus money. So, I thought I was using the Dream Clown deck just because of Giant Rat. That was very dumb. But at the end of the day, we do win. We don't even need energy to rise. Alright, good duel. Good duel. Very nice. The problem is, Cyrus usually would be my next opponent because he teams up with Blair. That is not going to be the case. We're not going to have an easy 2 easy wins. We immediately have to go into difficult opponents. That was the only free win of the day. And I know Cyrus Blair is not a free win, but 75% of the time it goes our way because Blair needs super specific cards, and I try to make sure she gets the least amount of turns possible. And Cyrus is not a very good partner. Not right now. He's doing pretty good right now. But typically, he's not a very good partner. Alright, us not going first isn't great for what our deck is meant to do. We're literally meant to be like, oh no, we're so weak with our Steamroid, and then they beat. Oh my God, I fixed your deck so you would draw monsters, and you didn't even set the right cards! Are you serious? What am I supposed to do with a Shrink and a freaking Rush Recklessly when you had a Saku and an... Oh my God, oh my Freaking God. All right, I'll do it myself. I'll do it myself. I draw. There's way too many traps. I'm going to take a bet that no matter what I do, I'm going to get hit by a trap hole. So I'm going to get rid of this first. All right, good hit. Very strong hit there. Trap hole time? Yes, trap hole. All right, now there is... I actually could have survived the trap hole if I used Shrink, but then I couldn't kill the opponent's monster. There is a small chance of a bottomless happening. This is a fact. I'm going to pray that is not what happens, but there is a chance. Okay. Okay, as long as they didn't start Trap Hole and Mirror Force and Magic Cylinder. I had to pop Magic Cylinder. The Steamroid can win. Alright. Uh-huh. I'm at 14 attack. That's not bad. That's not bad. I'm going to rush recklessly. Just to ensure my monster can kill the opponents so that we don't have to deal with it later. Main phase 2, I'm going to set probably Rising Energy. And I'm not going to play anything else because if he has Heavy Storm, I don't want to lose my Mirror Force. Look at that. Look at that. And I activate Rising Energy. We may not have Shrink anymore, but they're not beating Steamroid, that's for freaking sure. And that was what I'd like to call a good human play. Still a good human play, but I am getting more worried. How many traps do you have left? Okay, just one. Could be another trap hole, but we should be okay. Jesus Christ, Cyrus! I had 3 rats and you have nothing! At least play some of it so we can get some value. Oh my god. I mean, at least we both got Mirror Force, which is busted, but they got Monster Born, Premature Burials, they got... Cyrus couldn't draw a monster to save his goddamn life. And granted, I don't think I have that many monsters either. And now... Oh no. Why didn't you set more traps, you dumb bitch? No! No! Okay, that buys us a turn. I have to get rid of that Quran immediately because we are very dependent on that on our back row. I'll deal with the rest of the monsters. I just have to kill this card. Super dangerous card. All right, we are actually both me and my partner have drawn 1 monster in this entire duel. We are so reliant on it that I have to set my body as a shield. Yes, I run a 20 monster deck in a 40 card deck. He runs a 21 monster deck in a 41 card deck. Or a 40 card deck, sorry. I think it was a 41? It might have been 41. Either way, half of our decks, or more than half in some cases, are monsters. There it is, Truckosaurus. Is that your first time drawing Truckroid? I guess this episode was your first time drawing Truckroid because it was last duel. Alright, well, we'll try to win with this. We're like Bonaparte. We're using a heavy trap deck. So anyone that has Royal Decree automatically beats us. 100%. Saku, great idea. We don't even want to think about Swordswoman. Alright, if I draw a monster, we win. We didn't lose any monsters because we haven't used any monsters. Gosh darn it. Why do I even bother? Why do I even bother balancing out the decks? I guess it's fine. As long as he has good traps, we can keep us alive. But we lost a lot early on. While we have 1 no entry left. We'll use it if he gets a Toy Emperor out somehow. Oh, he might be bricked. Oh my god, we might just win with these 2 monsters. We only drew 2 monsters, and they're the 2 monsters we're gonna win with. Incredible. We won that duel with a truck and a freaking steam engine. Amazing. Trucker 13, everybody. 2 monsters. 1 that I had to Monster Reborn, but 2 monsters are the reason we're here. Alright, how are we going to do against stall opponents? Not good. Stall popping opponents? Not good. Definitely going to be a rough time. Let's fight Axel first, because if Axel goes first, he actually usually sucks. I mean, his back row is usually pretty strong, but Blaze Accelerator isn't good on turn 1. So if they go first, it's actually a win for us. They knew that. Okay. Yeah, Blaze Accelerator, I mean, he has to draw it still, and he doesn't search very well. His brain, well, actually, when he's my partner, he can't search because his brain's an idiot, but usually he can actually just search when he's not my partner. How? Oh, it's a 21 monster deck. It's a 21 monster deck. Okay, see? Look at, you see how I have all these monster cards? They're good. They're very good. Do we have any shrink? We do have shrink. All right, I'm going to, instead of playing the truck, instead of playing the steamer, I'm going to play the truck with the intention of making them not want to use their best traps yet. And maybe this will convince Axel Brody to attack us rather than using his Blaze Accelerator. It's working so far. It's working so far. Okay. We're going to attempt to shrink the opponent into a teeny little guy. We just gained so much attack. That truck is now the Truckosaurus. And he understood that that is not good for them. So he will spend an MST. I say we got that MST for cheap. That's awesome. How? I think the game is actively trying to make us lose the tournament. But we only need like one monster to win. Because Jaden didn't even get a monster card. Like, the game is actively trying to make us lose, and you can see it. You can actively see it. Because I drew Shrink, I'm totally going to play the Truckosaurus. Yeah, screw this. I'm playing the Truckosaurus. We're all trucks all day. Trucking it. Come on. Come on. Yeah, that's what I like to see. Another one. Truck it again. All right, another 1,000. Yes, I know it's not a lot of damage, but it's getting us there. All right, 2 trucks. Please convince him into attacking you. That's okay. My friend has MST. My partner has MST. It's gonna be fine. But no one's drawing monsters except me. Okay, he drew a Drillroid. He has MST. Drillroid might convince them to finally use TT or Mirror Force. That is a possibility. Oh shit, he's going all in. I appreciate it. I would go all in as well. I should have set my... Well, no, if I set my body as a shield, we would have been screwed. No, I should have... No, I was planning the shrink on the Truckroid. It's fine. It's fine. It makes sense. I didn't know he was going to draw a monster born to end the duel. Or a monster in general. We didn't think the end of the duel was coming. Alright, Saku makes... Or Widespread makes the most sense. That's fine. Yeah, I'll make do. I saved some powerful monsters, and now we can use them for real damage. Unless they had a TT this whole time. Alright, they already used Mirror Force, so unless they got 2 on their early turns, we're good to go. We got to avoid Mirror Force for a while so that we could do this. Now, I don't think we have Shrink anymore, right? We do have Shrink. Oh, okay. I will play my body as a shield then. I was going to play Prideful Roar. I'll play my body as a shield. And then next turn, we're going to go for game if my partner gets a monster. Okay, they got a monster, but apparently it doesn't even have 1300 attack, which makes me think Volcanic Counter or Blaster. Truckosaurus. Okay. It's not that much damage, but we'll do it. It is counter. I was right. I'm getting too good. I've lived here too long. It is time for this series to end. I've lived here quite a time. It's been too long. All right, Jaden, what's your last? But don't be swords. Just don't be swords. That's all I ask. I know that's Wild Heart. Wait, if it's Wild Heart, why didn't you play in attack mode? It should be a Wild Heart is what I'm saying. All right, this is for game. I will win by burn. I win by burn, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. It is Wild Heart. I was right. I have more attack than it. Needle Burrower, burn the opponent. Yeah, I don't care. I don't need to attack you twice to win. Hero Signal would have saved them if I did not go for Needle Burrower, but I went for Needle Burrower, and he dies. We just won 3 fights in the tournament in like, what, 12 minutes? Easy? Holy crap. Okay. Now, the only people left in the tournament are literally the hardest people ever, which is just Jimmy, really. Alexis is just a good support. Or these randos that I try to avoid because they're on the list. Well, let's try to get through the list, and then we can take on the best of the best. Honestly, making it 3 rounds has been really impressive. I don't mind Cyrus as much. As a partner, Slifer Red Cyrus was god-awful. Raw Yellow Cyrus was mid when he was my friend when his unedited deck. I edited his deck, and he still feels kind of mid. Oh, look, now he drew monsters. Okay. Yeah, the game was literally trying to make us lose. Or, he only drew monsters this time, and he got his freaking fusion early, because the opponents intend to use stall cards, but he also started Heavy Storm, so I don't think I care. Steam Gyroid is here to party. Look at him. Yeah, he's got a little... Oh, I love that. I love that. He got his dukes up. And a Steamroid. Why not? Saku. All right, let's see what Dean's got. Deanie Baby's got yeah, it's you. Well, this ain't a counter trap, so don't get excited. We got to make sure those monsters don't stay on the field, but also understand that I might not get to summon right now. All right, if any of these cards had to go to the grave, which one do I prefer? Probably the truck. Oh, God. Okay. Oh, they might just negate attack us. They're good at buying time. I know this. Oh, they're not willing to spend down 1,000 attack. What about 1,800 attack? Oh my God, is it 7 tools and Magic Cylinder or Magic Jammer down there? Is that possible? Dude, we got so much damage for free 99. All right, well, we did good, and I could set up the truck for victory if they get baited by the truck or even the Steamroid. Both are wins, because they're not taking out Steam Gyroid, right, George? Shit, he didn't get baited. Okay, the truck didn't work. They have a lot of back row. You can pop my back row, dude. It's fine. It's fine. I have an extra copy. Ah, well, we can't save everybody. It's still fine to pop the back row, dude. Do what you gotta do. I appreciate it. That was the worst. That was the... Oh, he threw away Heavy Storm, though. Okay, you know what? We lose a lot of life points, but we threw away Heavy Storm, and you're not going to try and Rush Reckless the truck. It's fine, but they have a lot of traps still after all of this. And that Judgment of Anubis is... No! They both started Heavy Storm! They both started Heavy... God! Oh, wait. God might be good. That might be good. God is good. God is good. We don't gain any attack, but it was a waste. It was perfect. It was perfect. That sucks, though. Now we've lost too many traps. I have one trap left that can help. And they have one more trap to screw me. Okay. I have game with the Scissorman if that trap isn't a counter trap. I have game with the Scissorman. I'm going to summon it. I'm going to attack this card just to see if we can get some extra damage. No, we cannot, but I tried. I tried. If they fall into our trap, we win. As long as they don't have a counter trap or... But they both lost Heavy Storm now. Both of them lost it. Polly sounds crazy. They're not going to be able to do it. Shit, they have a tribute. Is it... It's not a... Okay. It's not strong enough. Please, this is all up to their last trap card. I activate Rising Energy. I throw away the other Scissorman and gain attack. We got him! Yes! As long as that hits the grave! The Scissorman beats these crazy duelists! We beat Horus! We beat Horus! Dude, that was so much burn. 6 times 5, that's 3k burn, baby! Whew, sigh. We're so close. But the last opponents, we can lose just by Jimmy alone. Jimmy alone can 1v3 with how powerful Fossil Fusion is. Alexis can actually step up to the plate too with how powerful Splendid Venus and Zucchini are. But she is she is less consistent at getting those than he is at getting Fossil Fusion. And it's not like he draws it all the time. He just has a lot of monsters that buy him time to do it. A lot of big defenders. Guardian Sphinx by itself is a problem. They actually complement each other really well. Because Jim always has something and Alexis some son of a bitch. Not in this duel. Okay. We at least got a submarine. I will take it. He did not play Widespread Ruin, which is probably not great, but it's fine. Somehow Jimmy's bricked. It turns out it's not just us. It's not just us. Now, Time Eater is not necessary in this situation. I wish I could Power Bond. I never draw Gyroid. I have 3, but I never draw them. Given the Shrink and Rush Recklessly, we have a higher chance of doing real damage if I play the Scissorman. Time Eater could be annoying, but I feel like if I play Time Eater, they'll use cards like Mirror Force. I think I can play both these cards in attack mode without risking a Mirror Force because they're so weak. In case they got a first turn Mirror Force. It's very possible. Remember, it's still there because they save Mirror Force for bigger monsters. This isn't freaking Master Duel where they'll Mirror Force a 100 attack point monster or less. Okay. She has no reason to Heavy Storm, and we just fought two opponents that got Heavy Storm on the first turn, so I want to pray that that doesn't happen again. Alright, not in this tournament. That's fine. It's dangerous, but it's fine. No, we're fine with this. I need to see if she got Splendid Venus, which would technically work out in our favor. She did. Okay, it's really dangerous, but we can work with this. Okay, if she attacks with Hecatrice, that's going to be a problem. Rush recklessly or Shrink. I activate Shrink first to nerf her. Wait, why can't I... Oh, Prideful Roar is during damage. I should just use Prideful Roar. Whoops, I messed up. Well, it's fine. We'll wait until it says so. No. I want to use Prideful Roar. There we go. Holy crap. Takes forever for this to even pop up. I know it's damage cal, but still. Should have just done that, but I thought it was the other card, Rising Energy. That's how much burn the Scissorman just did. We just won off of Scissorman. The entire fight's over. Turn 4 victory. The Scissorman wins us the fight. Yeah! We won the tournament! You're level 4! The Scissorman! It did insane burn. That was 6,000 burn. Not to mention the battle damage.
Unbelievable.
I can't believe it. You're so special. Cyrus, maybe it's just the deck. The final deck I made was too strong. Trucker 13 is officially the winners. Trucker 13 won the final tag team tournament of the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Tag Force 3 series. I feel great. I'm sorry I was still sleeping. Let's go buy some cards. It is a new week, so we might see some new partnerships in this last episode. Not today. Tomorrow will be the last episode, probably. Unless I fight some really strong opponents to intentionally lose to extend the series by at least one more day just to feel better. But no, I'll see what happens. Let's buy 3 boxes of cards. Yeah, sorry, I just like cards. $18,000 spent. We just got 200. We purchased 300 cards. Rarity? No. We have 3 Black Rose Dragons now. Totally good. 2 Big Bang Shots. I'm sad I didn't have 3 of those, but 2 is pretty damn good. 3 Great Maju Garzettes. Awesome. 3 Blast Held by Tribute. Probably don't need to run 3, but that's nice. There are opponents that you can choose to beat that with that. Okay, overall, Big Bang Shot and Great Maju is good to have 3 of, and Black Rose Dragon is really good to have 3 of, just because you might need it. You would be surprised how often you might need to blow up a field, even in this game. Freaking Glad Beasts. All right, that's going to be it, guys. The tournament is over. We won the final tournament. This deck is incredible, and the way we did it with Scissorman felt awesome. Next episode is possibly the finale of this 2-year series. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you tomorrow.